IAmJTubbs.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This your boy J Tubbs. IAmJTubbsTV. Got my homie Gene here today, you know what I'm saying?
What up? It's your boy Geneyes, aka Fuego God. Check out my YouTube channel as well, Geneyes. More likely will be in the description below, so check me out. But what we talking about, Tubbs?
We're talking about, this thing called hip hop. You know, as y'all can see, this hat I'm wearing right here, it's kind of like a campaign, like make hip hop great again, opposed to Agent Orange and all that, But we talking about the state of hip hop, man. We're gonna just talk about, the current state as far as what's trash, what's hot, top five. Matter of fact, we're gonna get into the top five. You know what I'm saying? Who you got?
Man, so top five, I'll do my top four and then a wild card. You know what I'm saying? Throw a little wild card out there. I got it on my phone, so let me go ahead and just go ahead. So we'll go basically four to one.
4 to 1. Okay, we can do that.
My number four, me personally, and it's just because he got history, he been in the game in a while. He's still current today, still doing his thing today. 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz. Okay.
I like Chainz, man. I like 2 Chainz. You know
hey, he a beast. He represent for the A, man. He's a veteran, man. All the way back to Titty Boy, to them Player Circle days.
Yeah. When he was a Player Circle,
he was a beast.
I wonder what happened to the bald dude that was with him. He just fell off.
Yeah, that was Dollar Boy. He's still around, he's still around, but I don't think he's doing too much of the music though. Just kind of behind the scenes, still hype man, and every now and again for him and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know.
So let me see. My number 4. It's kind of crazy because he's my favorite MC, but on the terms of pop culture, his popularity, and how people receive him and stuff like that, I'm gonna have to go with my man's Big Crit.
Big Crit,
you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Multi Alumni, you know what I'm saying? That man been killing it, man. This last album.
And the crazy thing is, I feel like he's still considered underground, even though he is super quality. Like my brother, everybody say, man, you gotta listen to this song. You heard Big Crit, this and that. Big Crit. He's kind of a household name, but he still hadn't hit the plateau to where he's superstar status.
Talking about this album all the way back to Crit was here. You know what I'm saying? Like a beast, man. Live show, his content. He's a producer. He's putting it all together, and he's completely independent. You know what I'm saying? Completely independent.
And that's what's dope, and that's probably why, he didn't have that big engine behind him promoting him, and everything. That he had to do all his own promotion. So that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
It's nuts, man.
I'm gonna go with my number 3. My number 3, it gotta be my guy, man. This dude, he could have been number 2. He could have been as high as number 2, but Big Sean. Big Sean, I like him a lot. Now his last album, the one that he did with the DJ, I don't want to say DJ Mustard, but one of the DJs, he did his album. Who was it with? I forget though. But that album, it was okay.
That joint that got the pull up and wreck. That joint on there. That album.
That was okay.
Was that Metro Boomin?
I think that was Metro Boomin. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. But he is dope. Big Sean is dope. A lot of people sleep on him. That's one of my favorite ones because he actually talks about something different than the norm, and I like different from the norm. Now, I like the headbang stuff too, but when you talk about something other than the norm, is when I start listening. So
I'm gonna have to go with the man Drake.
Drake,
man.
You gotta go to Drake.
It's kind of weird, man. This is a weird list because it's so many dope MCs out, man. It's kind of weird because in this whole world we got right now with all the little trend, the little this, and the little that, Lil Xan,
Lil Yachty,
Lil Suave Lotion and shit. You know what I'm saying? All these little crazy names, all these dudes. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to go with Drake, man, especially for that track that he dropped the other day.
Which one?
The one he's
Duppy. The way he did the disc. Was it?
That joint was the one with the invoice on it. The one that had that cover and everything. I had to remember what the name of it was.
I think it's Duppy. It's Jamaican for Ghost. When he Ghost, and when he was dissing, he talked to one who dissing Pusha T. Yeah, Duppy. Where he was basically as Duppy is Jamaican for Ghost. So he Ghost to basically killing Pusha T. And Kanye, because he sent some shots.
He got some lines in there like
he got some.
Father stretch his hands. I was like, whoa, okay. Like it was pretty clever. It reminded me of the old Drake. Back to the I just want to be successful Drake. What I'm saying? Like it was kind of got back to his whole routine of that.
And
but
the crazy thing is like you gotta talk about like the ghostwriter thing with him too. Like you know what I'm saying? So you gotta kinda like talk about that and like me personally we were talking about this earlier. I hope that his raps is him.
Yeah.
And the songwriting, singing, whatnot was being written and whatnot.
Yeah,
like
co-produced and
co-written, exactly like that.
Makes
so I
sense.
hope, and I think so. I hope, because Drake is that dude. I like him a lot. I hope them bars is his bars. At least 80% of the bars.
You will lose a lot of credibility if you're not writing your songs. Man, we might have to drop you to like number 40, somewhere in there, man. But I don't know, man.
But that's him. He Fuego, super Fuego.
Hey, it's crazy. Who you got for your number 3?
My number 2. So
number 2.
Was
Sorry, yeah, that's right.
Shine. My number 3 number 2. So number 2 could have been number 1, easily. But number 2, Kendrick, man. Kendrick, bro, you already know Kendrick,
makes
man.
sense.
He got nothing but hits. My man is of age, but he like 30 something. He's speaking knowledge, and like I said, that's what gets me to listen. Now I can listen to and ride to like some shit like a Lil Xan or something. You ain't listening to that. You like vibing.
Yeah.
So with my top 4, I want to listen to something that's going to feed me more, going to feed my mind.
Feed your soul.
Yeah, like
mental,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
We ain't just trying to turn up all the
time.
Right.
Exactly. So like Kendrick, man, could easily been number 1, but y'all see what my number 1 is.
See, and that's crazy because the thing is, mine's is the other way around.
Okay.
My number 2, J. Cole.
Okay.
J. Cole, you know what I'm saying? Hey, he represents. He's a beast. He's another guy on that same level.
Sure.
This KOD album, KOD is fire.
Fuego.
A lot of people don't.
Fuego.
A lot of people don't like him.
That's what's crazy.
I don't get it. Some people say he's boring. He's too conscious. But I'm just like in a time that we in right now, as Americans, I should say, not even just blacks. I'm gonna say Americans, man, because everything that's going on in the United States, like the stuff that he's saying, we really need to pay a lot of attention to it. You know what I'm saying? I don't get why people just like, people don't want to hear substance. They don't want to hear nothing that's that's build their spirit, build their soul. You know what I'm saying?
So, talk about something more than the norm, like we were saying, like something that just talks about more than just like bitches, Gucci gang, and
Xannies,
like perks and everything. But he talks about that stuff in his music, saying that you don't need it. Like do more, elevate yourself, motivate yourself to do this and that. So he talks about that stuff, but he's really trying to encourage.
Bro, he's like hip hop's pastor.
Yeah,
like, straight up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we feed, like we get that energy, we get that vibe, and that helps us get through the day and everything, man. So
and with that said, that's my number 1. J. Cole. Number 1. Of course, man. That KOD, man, I listen to the whole album still to this day. I've been listening to the whole album, and I'm the type that gets old kind of quick to me. You know what I'm saying? And this, to me, it hits me, or it feels like this album was kind of made for what I need to listen to on a daily. Like, I don't know. It's weird. I can't explain it, but I can listen to this whole album all day. All day. Because it's Fuego.
Well, I'm going to have to go with my man's Kendrick, man. Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, you got to, bro. Those are the top.
That's like Nas and, you know what I'm saying, Nas and Jay kind of situation right there. You know what I'm saying? I would say Kendrick is more of the J, and Cole's more of the Nas type, you know what I'm saying? So, they both got bars, they both got the same substance. And the thing, but it's just Kendrick kind of has that edge for me because he's able to push it a little bit more commercially.
Yeah,
commercially,
okay.
He's able to push it a little bit more, and that's the same way with the Jay-Z Nas comparison.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I get from it, man. Like, I mean, he's real creative. A lot of people think he's overrated. I'm not sure.
Who would think that? He's just like
just reading from the Twitter world.
For real,
to,
that's crazy, man.
Yeah, just the blog world and all that.
They gotta be like the younger generation that don't really understand it or can't really comprehend like the message that he's like trying to get across.
It's
like,
not simple enough for them.
Yeah,
it's not simple enough. So
when you're used to like Zans, Pop a Pill,
it's hard to follow. It's hard to follow. It gotta be like 1, 2, 3.
And go. And not even really understand what they're saying. Really just a beat and a vibe is what a lot of people want to hear.
Yeah,
they don't really got to understand what they're saying.
Club music, you know what I'm saying? Club music. Club
music. It's a vibe. Like, I'm understanding the vibe. Like, I like vibes a lot too. I'm rolling out. I mean, if a vibe come on, you know, we could do that. But when it comes to substance, let's listen to something that's
it's a mix. It's a mix of both. But that goes back to your back to my number 2, your number 1. With J. Cole, like he found that mode where he's able to give you that substance but still give you them bangers at the same time. And I feel like Kendrick was already doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Kendrick like got into the pop though. Like he can get into the pop like pockets and everything like that.
Imagine Dragons.
Yeah, like
Taylor Swift.
Like what's that song? His one song hit like Love. What's that one song Love that he got? How'd it go again? I forget how it went.
That's the song he got with
Love and Lust.
That Love and Lust. Yeah.
That went to the pop charts too. So like he just I mean, I don't know, man. He's just like all around for sure.
I said the song. I was thinking you're talking about Love with Zakari. That's the one joint that's on the radio, and a lot of people playing that right now. It's like a slow track, but I thought you meant that one. But yeah, he's like he can literally bounce all over the place when it comes to his style and his creativity and stuff like that, man. He just like I was saying, he's like the Jay-Z and J. Cole is like the Nas, you know what I'm saying? Like, but arguably, you know what I'm saying, that we can swap those positions anywhere, you know what I'm saying? So
I had a couple of them I could switch back and forth or whatnot. But I'm gonna give y'all my wild card on it. Wild card is just gonna be one that is dope, newer, etc. So a wild card or the wild card to me that I think is dope, that is still in the new era is Young Boy NBA. Yo, he is like he's dope to me. Like the reason I think he's dope because he's real, he's raw, he tells exactly how it is. Plus he got bars too.
He got bars. He got some bars.
Cause he don't mumble rap him none of that. He just tell it straight up from his
point
of view. Yeah. Straight up from his point of view, exactly how he see it, how he feels, and a lot of people fuck with that. A lot of people like the real. A lot of people like to feel that what you're saying is real and not fake, like what you get from a lot of rappers. Like people just rapping about it. You can tell that. At least I hope it comes across that what he's saying is real, and he did it, and he's been there, etc. So that would be my wild card, Young Boy, for sure.
So I'm gonna go with this one. Since we kind of keeping it current, I'm gonna go super current, and I'm gonna go with the boy, Lil Baby.
Okay. I just heard his album. Like that one with Drake. Yes, indeed. I think it's really power with Drake in there, man.
Lil Baby is dope.
Super fuego.
He's dope. I'm telling you, man. Like, he's coming. He's out of Atlanta as well. It's a lot of dope artists coming out of there. And then big shout out to my fam too, DJ Blue. That's my cousin, man. He's a tour DJ for him, so that's how I kind of got on Lil Baby, just paying attention to what he's doing and how he's sounding, just because of what my fam was already supporting him with and stuff like that, putting it out there. So, you know, and I was like, man, dude, he's real similar when it comes to that the NBA young boy, when it comes to style and background, things like that. But they talking about realness, you know what I'm saying? And it's another thing with substance, they just kind of coming with it in a different sense, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Street, yeah. And I've just listened to his album here recently, so I don't really know enough, but haven't formed a good enough opinion to say now. So I'm gonna just keep listening to him and see where we go from there. I know he had an interview on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
I like to watch interviews with people just to see where their mind is as well as.
It's a good way to get to know the artist.
Yeah, as well as their music. So
because like honestly, for me, a lot of people that I would prejudge, and I think I wouldn't like them, I end up watching, you know what I'm saying, Ebro in the Morning, and, you know, Breakfast Club, and a lot of those different shows and sitcoms, stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what, they kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? You know?
And the person that like kind of got me to make, because Tekashi 6ix9ine, I wasn't really a big fan, the whole yelling and all that stuff like that. But watching his interview on Breakfast Club, kind of seeing how he took control of Charlamagne, like nobody can really take
That's
control of
a
Charlamagne.
hard-
It's hard. And if you watch the interview, he's the only person that I've seen that really shut down Charlamagne, got his point across, and made you listen. You know what I'm saying? So if you can like demand attention or demand force or demand whatever, like he did, then you know you gotta give him a chance. And
So
he did that.
I'm gonna throw a curveball in there.
Huh?
This is still hip hop as well, but for those of you that check out, YouTube land and all the different sites and blogs, stuff like that, since he mentioned Charlamagne the God, and I'm a huge fan of Hot 97 with Ebro.
Yeah,
Who you think is the best between them two?
Them two? See, I
Them
watched
two big personalities right there, man.
I did. I watched some of Charlamagne. They had a beef too. They had beef for
Yeah.
a little bit too. But Charlamagne,
They based out of the same city, so
yeah, and they were beefing over something. Somebody said something about something like that. But I listened to more Charlamagne, so I'm gonna lean more towards Charlamagne. Yeah, I listen to Breakfast Club a lot more.
Ebro's the OG, man. Like I feel like he's seen a lot. He's he's been in the music business. He's been in the radio business, and I mean, just a lot of I feel like he's sonning a lot of these people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To be honest, you know what I'm saying?
How long has Ebro been in it?
I think he's like mid 40s, so I want to say he's been in maybe about 20 years.
Oh, for real?
Maybe close to 30 years, probably. I actually say he may be a little older.
Okay, yeah, I'm sleeping.
So I said OG, man. He know his stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't have a bias at all. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to hip hop. Like I mean, he may be against some things that's watering hip hop down, but I feel like he keeps it very pure to his art form, especially what I'm saying, like based out of New York. You know what I'm saying? These New York cats, like that's the stomping grounds. That's where it comes from. So
yeah.
But we had a time where it's people like Cole, it's people like Crit, it's people like what I'm saying, as we were saying with Kendrick, diversifying the sound.
Right.
And we could take it all the way to even some of the other favorites that we didn't mention, like the Gucci's and Futures, who else you said, 2 Chainz.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got YG, you know what I'm saying? We got, it's a lot of different people.
It's a lot, yeah.
So, it's been diversified the way it sound and everything like that, which is real dope. It's a dope direction for hip hop. So, why don't y'all let us know what your top 5 is, man? We would love to know, because we already know this is a revolving door all the time when it comes to hip hop.
Yeah.
Go from top 4 to your first MC. Throw in that Wildcard. That Wildcard is anything you want to think of. It can be the trap. It can be like, any type of different, it don't necessarily have to be based on lyricism. It can just be based off their personality and their stance in the hip hop community and the culture, you know what I'm saying? Let us know what's up.
Yeah. Again, I'm Geneyes. Like I said, my channel's gonna be in the description. Make sure y'all give your boy a like and subscribe too. You gotta go ahead and do that for the boy.
You already know. And I'm your boy J Tubbs. IAmJTubbsTV. We signing out. We check y'all out the next time. Peace. IAmJTubbs.